Everybody, welcome back, and I want to spend a few minutes and talk about recovering from being in an inverted position. And it's because there's this general thing that everybody does when I take them up and we kind of go through this procedure. When we get inverted and I say recover, they automatically pull a stick and want to pull out of it. Well, I'm going to show you why we don't want to do that, and I'm going to show you the proper way to recover from being inverted. Now look, we can get inverted anytime. You could be IMC and just get disoriented. You can go through even a Gulfstream wake in a 172 and get inverted. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but we're going to kind of show you what to do, how to handle it, and what not to do. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, everybody, welcome back. Now area's clear. We checked the cockpit. Everything's good. So we're going to go inverted. And I'm going to do what most people do when they get inverted. They just pull on the yoke and think, it's an F-16 and they're going to come pulling out of it. That is not the right way to recover if you get inverted. I'm going to show you the best way to recover, but let's just kind of show you what happens here. One of the things you got to remember, when you get inverted, you got to verify what's going on here. If your airspeed is climbing, you got to get back on the power first right away. If your airspeed is not, you might need to come in the power, so you got to look at your panel, recognize what's going on. Also, if you got an autopilot, and for some reason the plane got inverted for whatever reason, you got to get that autopilot off before you recover. Because the key thing is you want to unload that aircraft. You don't want those stresses, or you don't want to get your airspeed too crazy in that situation. I'm going to slow us down a little bit here. Now let's first get into an inverted position, and then I'm going to pull the stick like most people do, and then we'll recover. Okay, so let's see what that looks like. Okay, so we're inverted, and what most people do is they pull a stick. So what do you see happen here? Whoa, there goes my airspeed. Now I gotta pull a lot of G's. Airspeed. We get airspeed warnings. Holy smokes. All right, we just lost 2,000 feet that fast. Our airspeed almost pegged out our red line. Well, we're actually in yellow at this point. Get into the yellow and lost 2,000 feet. That's what most people do. They pull a stick and want to come back up out of it. That is definitely not the best way to recover from being inverted. Well, what is the best way to recover? Okay, so we're back at a good altitude. Area is checked. Checking the scope here. Let's go inverted, and I'm going to show you how simple it is to recover. Ready? Here we go. Okay, so we're inverted, right? How simple is it to recover? Wings level. Same altitude, get crazy airspeeds, and we just yoke, blow back over, level the wings. It's really that simple. I wanted to bring it up because it seems to be the instinct of everybody that that's how they want to come out of inverted. Maybe it's because you're looking at the ground and you think that's the way to go, but that's definitely not the best way to do it. All right, so again, that was not training, but hopefully that just gave you a little bit of a view of what does it look like and what's going to happen if you don't do this procedure right. You definitely don't want to pull the yoke and just try to come back out of it. Your airspeed's going to climb like a rocket. You're going to lose thousands of feet in altitude. And the reality is all you have to do is roll the wings back over. You got to check, make sure your airspeed's not climbing so you can verify what's going on in the aircraft, because you could be, in IMC. You got to verify on your panel. Make sure your autopilot's off. So check your POH. Look at your POH. Talk to your instructor. Discuss how you would do it in your aircraft. But I wanted you to just kind of see what it's like and the do's and don'ts and what would happen. All right, great. We will see you guys on the next one. Take care.